Just want to let you lot know that if you're watching this clip on the Fozcast YouTube channel, the full episode is now available to watch exclusively on Spotify, and it's free. Come on. Is it a genuine, when you the opportunity come and play out here, do you have to look at it as a bit of a work-life balance kind of thing? Because when you played in England for plenty of years, you know, you played in the Championship, Premier League, it's hard hitting, isn't it? It's every day, there's stress, there's pressure. When you're coming to move out to Australia, is it a bit more of a, right, I can still take my football seriously, but I've got a bit more off the pitch as well?
Yeah, to be honest, that's the main reason. So when I was, I think I got to about 29, I've been the champ for pretty much the whole career. And I was just like, I'm done.
Really?
I was a bit tired with it, and I was just had options. I think those clubs like, you know, Preston and Sunderland and things like that. And I was like, I just not interested.
What do you mean? Like why?
Yeah,
We're tired with what? With
Do you know what? I was at Nottingham, and I loved it there. You know, it was about an hour from home, and it was great mates. Loved the life. Like, felt really at home there. Even like to the point where when I go back to England now, I still feel like Nottingham. I'm almost drawn to that just as much as I am back to Redditch, Stratford-upon-Avon, wherever.
He's just round the corner from me, which is bonkers.
Yeah. And I was just like, I just couldn't see myself going up north, going away from everything. And I think it was a little bit like, unless Coventry come in, I was a bit like, do you know what, I'd fancy doing something really different. I've always wanted to play abroad, always wanted to see what it was like.
Yeah.
Different cultures, and obviously, you know, languages, it is the same, so it's so easy transition. But my mate lived in Sydney, said it was unbelievable. So I was just like, why not? I knew Adam Lafondra.
Yeah.
Didn't know him personally, but I spoke to him before I come out.
Of course.
And yeah, I just thought it's now or never, because you don't really get many opportunities to go and live. You know, once you finish football, it's like, oh, I'm just going to go to Australia and live. So I was like, what a chance.
But it helps with the obviously the work permits, everything else like that. If you're coming out to play football, it's taken care of, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So
how did like the move come about, like to Sydney? Was there a number of options on the table, and it was Preston, Sunderland, Sydney?
Yeah, well, funnily enough, it was more me that my agent was obviously trying to, oh, these are interested, and I was just like, I don't think he knew deep down, like, I was done. I was like, I just don't want to play in the Championship again. We just got promoted to the Premier League with Forest, and like, I was just like, it'd be a nice way to finish. So yeah, I just told him I was text Adam Lafondra on Instagram. It's just like, reckon Sydney would be interested.
It's mad, isn't it?
So you engineered your own move?
Yeah, I didn't even use him. I'm really good mates with my old agent. Like, still get on with him really well. But I just said, look, I'll do this deal.
So you're negotiating your own contract here?
Did my own stuff.
Your own deal?
Yeah. It's quite fun.
It's very good.
Quite fun.
Yeah. But it was easy because, realistically, I was on good money at Forest. And obviously here, you're always going to come on a big pay cut. So I was like, well, that's the least I can go for. And I think they thought I was negotiating here, but I was just like, well, it was like 50% less. So I was like, that's the minimum I can come for.
Yeah.
And then, they end up agreeing and being like, oh, you're good at negotiating. I was a bit more, well, that's all I could. That's all I could come for. I wasn't really negotiating. I was just honest. Like,
is there ever a point in negotiations where you say, I want this much because I'm worth that much, and they look back at you and you go, no, you're not worth that much, Joe. Come on, just relax yourself.
Well, because I was on a certain amount, then I was a bit like, well, that's my, like, I was taking pretty much 50% pay cut. So it was like, you know, I was.
There's a lot of factors, because you've got to pack up and move and leave, and you've got to find somewhere to live.
I was lucky, really. I had a girlfriend at the time, but we'd only been together, and that ended pretty soon after.
Yeah.
But we'd only been together, so I didn't really have any
to hold you back.
Yeah. So I'm lucky. I was lucky in that respect. I didn't have family or other people to think about, so to speak. So it was a bit of a, why not?
But at 29, to take like a 50% pay cut, that at that age, I get it if you're 33 or 34, but that's quite a. I guess, a brave thing to do, isn't it? To come and play over here, because I guess
It's quite expensive to live here as well.
Yeah.
Don't have too much money.
So when you were doing so did you literally contact the club or like the GM and say, can we have a conversation?
Yeah, well, it's Adam Lafondra, and then he messaged me. I think then he messaged the club or whoever was there.
Just to intro you.
The CEO, and they rang me probably within an hour. I'm just like, yeah, we'd love to have you. And then we just went from there, really.
What were your hopes and expectations after signing for the club? Were you thinking, I'm going to be an automatic starter? You thinking you're going to score goal? How did you think it would play out?
Yeah, I think you know, because the squad depth and everything, and obviously, you know, you're going in as they're paying you a lot of money in respect to what they pay, that you're going in and
so
playing every
you one of the
game
marquee. So they have a kind of a thing out here where there's 2 players per team that are allowed to be as what's known as a marquee player.
Yeah.
And they have it's kind of an unlimited salary. So they have a salary cap out here, but there's 2 players on each team that are allowed to have unlimited salary.
Yeah.
Most only really have 1 player that's on those sort of wages, right?
Yeah, I think there was 2 or 3 of us when I first come.
Yeah.
And then, well, there was 2 of us. And I signed a new contract I don't know, about a year ago, a year and a half ago. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know where I fall in line with everything.
Yeah. But it's
another.
Did you
money's here's getting tighter.
Really? Why is that? Do you know? Because I remember a few years ago, it was pretty much the destination. Do you think it's probably the Saudi kind of money coming in where players could go and live in Australia and have a real nice life, but they're going to have to take a bit of a hit in the pay packet, whereas they could go to Saudi and they're earning more than they've ever earned?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think there's things behind the scenes that maybe the league haven't run it in the best way, and I think since COVID it took a big hit on the league. So they're just trying to build the league back up, but I think at the moment, the finances, I think all across the league are pretty tight, and I think they're bringing in a new wage structure that's changing next year as well, that's even tighter.
Really,
so
yeah.
It's not becoming easy, and it's interesting, but hopefully, I think once it's almost like they start complete hitting a reset button, so then hopefully they can build it up.
What would your advice be to anybody back home, any of the English lads who would be thinking about maybe trying their hand abroad? What would your advice be?
Go for it.
Really?
Yeah, I just think, as you say, you've been here for 3 days, and it's just, you just don't get these opportunities in life, do you, really, to experience new cultures and different places. And, it's realistically somewhere that I could spend the rest of my life. And, I've met people along the way, and it's a different way of life. And
what was the biggest adjustments you had to make then, from living in England, playing in the Championship, to coming over here?
Not going out too much.
Really? Is it easy to get drawn in?
Well, yeah. I mean, I live in Bondi, and it's just so. I mean, you're not recognised anywhere,
yeah,
and it's just hard. Obviously, when you're by yourself and you don't know loads of people, so every chance you get, you want to just be out socialising and meeting new people, and it was difficult to get the balance right, I would say, first year. And the heat of the games from a football perspective. Obviously, in the summer, it's
what temperatures are we talking in the summer?
Luckily, we play at usually 5:30 or 7.
Okay, yeah, evening, yeah.
But you're talking somewhere between 25 and 30. I think the highest has been about 33, 34.
Is that hard work? Is that a big change, is it?
Because even at night time, say it's not as hot, but it's like 80-90% humidity.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, I don't really sweat. But when I play football in England, I reckon I sweat about 3 times.
Really?
And then I reckon within 2 minutes of a warm-up here, I'm like drenched. So that's different. But,
oh, God.
Yeah, it's hard work at times.
Thanks everybody for watching. We hope you enjoyed this clip of the Fozcast. If you would like to watch the full episode, it is now available exclusively on Spotify for free.